So it is locked in. Cornell has Penn. Their day is over in terms of the finalists. Up by 4 here as you see the podium. For 174, we know the two on the left are going to be in Philadelphia. Nick Incontra, a great argument to say that he belongs there as well. What a showing at 174, though, by the freshman Simon Ruiz. And that means now we get things going for what's to come at 197 as the medal presentation over at 174 saw a former Princeton standout. Here's an active Princeton standout, Luke Stout. He's going to be going to the NCAA tournament for the 4th time in as many years, but he will try to be the first Ivy champion at 197, and he has absolutely dominated against Ivy foes, including a tech fall earlier this year in a trip to Ithaca against Cornell's Mikey Delagatta, the 2 seed. Delagatta had a 51-second pin against Columbia's Joe Curtis to put him in a position to feel really good about what's to come here at 197.
Yeah, I think one thing that we've seen all throughout the day today is it doesn't really matter what's happened in these matches before, earlier this season, right? It's a new match. You're 0-0. We've talked about it, but you know, even some matches that you lost earlier in the day have been flipped, from earlier. So, I think if you're Luke Stout, you got to say, I know I dominated the last match, but that's not, indicative of how this is going to go unless I go out there and set the tone, set the pace. If you're Delagatta, you just got to try to get to work and, flip the script.
Talk about what's made this Ivy League tournament possible. One of the stories has been Princeton in recent years, climbing up the ranks. Jonathan Schleifer, who presented 174, was the first Princeton wrestler, 4-time NCAA tournament participant. What you did, what Matt Kolodzik did, what Quincy Monday did, and now what Luke Stout has done has been so huge for this program. But Stout has a chance to become the 2nd Tiger to win an Ivy championship, trying to grab the lead here. And he's going to go all gas, no brakes. Delagatta trying to battle through, but it's Luke Stout, a minute in, going up 3-0.
Yeah, we talked about a little bit, just like the buy-in from these programs, right? You're getting the highest level recruits wanting to go to places like Cornell, Princeton, Penn, Columbia. You have great coaching staffs. You have just, the culture is just growing, and it's getting better, and it's getting more competitive. I think the other thing, is Princeton specifically is just, the trajectory of the coaching staff. When we were all getting recruited, saying, hey, this is the next thing, this is the next thing, this is the next thing, and us wanting to come in and achieve that and doing that as a team, that was really, the reason that I wanted to come and just had the best teammates and people that, enjoyed wrestling and enjoyed competing and wanted to do it the hard way at a really tough school. That you're not sacrificing anything. You're doing the hardest academics, the hardest wrestling. Coach Ayers used to say, you guys are the toughest people on the planet. No one does it the way you guys do.
It was 70-13 scoring for Luke Stout in 4 matchups against fellow 197 tournament participants in duels action. Then he got the pin 3 minutes and 42 seconds into the semifinal against Max Agresti. But in the matchup earlier in Ithaca, 17-2 tech fall, 27 seconds into period number 3. The dominance by Stout, who you see, very appropriate name for how he's built at 197. A wrestling family. Younger brother for Luke Mack was the top seed in the ACC tournament representing Pitt. He's a sophomore. It's just amazing what the family's done. Brian, his father, 4-time All-America at Clarion. You see what they can do. And Stout trying to make sure he puts his stamp in Ivy League history as the first 197 champ and potentially the beginning of a run deep into the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, now Luke Stout he's gotten so much better throughout the season, and as the season's progressed, I think he's got a really, really good chance of getting on the podium in a few weeks here. And I'm really excited to watch him. And obviously, it'd be a great catalyst to be able to get on the top of the podium today and go in with a positive attitude.
trying to make it 14-2. Now, he is currently ranked the pre-tournament coaches poll 18th, entered this tournament 12-2, does not have the required matches to be ranked in the RPI, so it's 15 the minimum. He's now there, as this is 16. Stout in a bit of trouble here, trying to roll through against Delagatta. He is able to get through, now trying to make it into a reverse here. Delagatta still battling, opening 20 seconds of the second period. And you see the fortitude and strength of Luke Stout, but Delagatta still battling tough, just a freshman. 1 of 3 for the Big Red among the 10 today. Again, 9 are in. There could be a 10th coming up, as Ashton Davis and Vincent Mueller still have to battle it out at heavyweight for the 26th and final pre-allocation bid among Ivy League wrestlers. The reversal, now the escape. It is Luke Stout 5, Mikey Delagatta 1.
There's some Princeton faithful right here. Looking sharp.
By the way, another New Jersey product, Delagatta from Montvale, by the way of St. Joseph Regional, but it is another Stout takedown. And does he go for the cut loose and then turn on the jets here? He will. Delagatta trying to go in on a shot, gets a hold of a leg. And again, here's where you see Stout showing his ability to stay strong. Not allowing any drive through. He's got to free the left leg, though, which is in a bit of a tough position. I think we're getting pretty close here to a stalemate. 30 seconds left to go, but Stout still fighting through it. Awfully close to 3, and he'll get it. It's now 11-2.
Yeah, he is all over it, just wrestling through all kinds of positions, scrambling, whether it's his offense or scoring off a re-attack. He's just had all the answers so far through this match.
Well, I said it was awfully close to a stalemate, but there's a reason why it was awfully close, because it wasn't there. And Stout will ride out period number 2. His riding time advantage over 2 minutes. He leads by 9. Again, we've had so many close ones through the first 8, a sudden victory, 5 decisions, 8-0 a major decision, and then 1 tech fall. It's been very hard to see anybody look a class above the rest in these finals. Stout may join Meyer Shapiro in that conversation of being a class above the rest.
He definitely is. In my book, he is.
We'll see if that is stamped into the books here, as Delagatta was trying to break free. A mat return, but Stout's gonna say, I'm gonna keep going at it here. And escape makes it 11-3. I think that was a stall there, but nothing called, and it didn't matter. Turnabout, 3 more for Stout. If he can get a near fall here and the full 4, he would end it. Instead, he's gonna cut Delagatta loose. About 75 seconds left to go, 14-4 the score. Luke Stout can smell the blood in the water. He's trying to finish the job here. Again, deep in on a shot. Control of both legs, now the hips, 17-4. He cuts 1 more loose and gets another takedown. This match is over, but he may try to go for a near fall. Instead, it's an escape. 17-5, 50 seconds left to go. Can Stout finish it with a tech fall? The shot no good. Stout is your first champion at 197. Dominance displayed throughout the season against Ivy League opponents, 20-5. The tech fall in 6 minutes, 18 seconds, the second Princeton champion.
That was quite a display. He just put on a show for his home crowd. He's got to be feeling really good. A lot of energy. You know, he was just firing from the first whistle and just never stopped looking, never looked back.
Princeton is going to finish 4th in the team scoring, but 113 points by the Tigers. 2 champions, 1 runner-up, 2 in 3rd place. So 5 out of 10 reaching the podium here today. For Joe Dubuque, he's got to be happy. Those 5 are all going to the NCAA tournament. We'll see the at-large situation for some of the other wrestlers. I should say there's actually 1 in 4th place in Cole Mulhauser. who is also going to Philly. So one of the third place wrestlers is not locked in, but a gentleman that's locked in, Luke Stout, a tech fall. We hear from him and Nick Costco.
I'm here with the winner, Luke Stout. Luke, an absolutely dominating display for you tonight. What was going through your mind, especially pushing the pace late in the third period?
This is my last time in Jadwin, so I was really excited to go out with a bang. You know, it being my senior year, I've been really proud of the work my team and I put in this whole year. So we got out there and showcased it to the fans. First Ivy League tournament ever in our home gym. It's a really cool opportunity.
What did it mean to you, for you guys, 2 champions, hosting the first tournament in this gym, and now you're going to Philadelphia with quite a memory?
Yeah, I mean, it's part of history. Like I said, first Ivy League tournament ever. So really cool to get 2 champs, couple placers, couple guys headed to Philly too. So I really saw this weekend as a stepping stone for the upcoming week, which is like the big dance, what we all want to get to. So I think we're all feeling really optimistic headed into next week.
Really awesome to watch you. Good luck next week.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick, and thank you, Luke. And the final 2 matches for Luke Stout at Jadwin Gym, a pin and a tech fall, as we have one final match to come after this from Jadwin Gym.